Hey guys, what's going on? Tony and Jill here from Roll with the Bowlins. So today we want to talk about our real truth of what we really feel about RV life. You ready to go with this?
Yep.
All right. We absolutely hate it. It just sucks. RV life is not any fun, and we don't think you should try it.
No, definitely.
Definitely not at all, because the less people out here doing it, the better it is. No, I'm just kidding. No, RV life is one of those things I think it's made us very happy. I think
Yep.
we've been introduced to a whole different way of living, a lot of different styles of living, a lot of different ways people choose to live nomadically, and I don't think there's any 100% proper way to live full-time RV. It's whatever makes you happy, and that's the great thing about nomadic life. What do you think?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we've met people from people living in cars up to people living in, $500,000 coaches. And we all have one general thing in common: the love for travel and the nomadic lifestyle and living full time RV. That's one of the good things about RVing is you do meet a lot of people, and a lot of you guys have a common ground, and you get to meet a lot of people that you probably would have never got to meet in your life if you weren't full time RVing. So, what's one of your favorite things about the RV life?
Definitely the different, waking up in different areas,
Mm-hmm.
and something's always different out your window.
Yeah, the one thing bad about that is sometimes if you're traveling hard, you actually forget
Where you
where
been?
you're at, and you'll wake
Oh,
up and not even know where the hell you're at. And it's, wait, where are we? So, I mean, there's that. Um, so that's one thing about RV life. Like she said, waking up and being in different places, and being where you want to be, and that's I think one of the biggest allures for us full time RV is the freedom aspect of it, and getting to meet new people, and that's very fun. Like I think we've made a lot of lasting friendships. Like I said, that we probably would have never had the blessing to have made if we weren't
right.
full time RV. Um, One of the things I personally love about full time RVing is seeing the different rigs and seeing the different setups that people have, and the way that they're doing. It's like there's so many different ways to RV. There's no 100% right way. There's no 100% wrong way. It's your interpretation of what it is, and as long as you're doing it safely. I mean, everybody's got their own way of doing anything. As far as, but it's all universal. You got to be safe when you're hauling an RV behind you, of course. But I don't think there's no right way or wrong way to travel
Yeah.
if you're a full time RV. It's really up to you.
And you'll find your way as you do it. It's not something you just get out there and do.
Yeah.
I mean, it changes, and you evolve, and you figure it out as you go.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people think you gotta, when you jump into full time RV life, you're gonna have, there's certain set of things that you gotta do. You gotta rush here, you gotta rush there, and that's the beautiful thing about full time RV life is you don't have to rush. You can take your time and be places for a longer period of time, and just really enjoy and take in the scenery in that area. I think that's one of the other big things I really love about full time
Yeah.
RV life.
And another thing I enjoy, and it actually has been a good thing, is since we do pretty much work from everywhere
Mhm.
during this whole COVID thing, our lives haven't really changed all that much because I work out of the rig. He goes in. I mean, his has changed a little bit, but
Just a lot of protocols with
right.
what the safety measures are, but
So if you totally worked out of your rig,
you really,
you
really,
may not have noticed any difference really, besides going to the store.
go to the grocery store and try to find things. But other than that, I
Yeah.
mean, full time RV life, I think is it. I think it alleviates a lot of stress off of you as far as what you have in your daily life. I think a lot of people get wrapped up when they're still living in a stick and brick, trying to keep up with the neighbors. Yeah, I see people do that all the time. Now we didn't. We
Right.
just always kind of did our own thing anyway. But the neighborhoods, a lot of people try to, I don't know, either one up each other or something like that. And that does happen in the RV world too. Don't get me wrong, it does. But not as bad because there's more just genuine folks out here that, you know what? It doesn't matter to them what rig you have. It doesn't matter what kind of rig they have. You guys just have that common likeness of
Right.
travel and going checking out new things. So I don't necessarily. I haven't really found too many things I don't like about full-time RV life.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's some. I mean, everybody's gonna have, like not cleaning out their tanks,
Well, that's
not
just
being able
yeah.
to travel as much as they want to, which is, I mean, we'd like to travel a lot more. I know that.
Hmm.
Finding places to, sometimes making all the decisions. Some people don't like that. They wish they didn't have as many decisions to make, as you constantly are making decisions like where to park, where
Where you get
you're
fresh
gonna go, where you're gonna
water.
get fresh water, where you're gonna dump,
Yeah.
how far you're gonna drive. I mean, they're all simple things you have to think about. But again, it just depends on
Yeah, I haven't
how
found
much.
anything that we've encountered in full-time RV life that would make us say no, that we don't want to do full-time RV life anymore. Not as of yet.
I'm sure there's,
I mean, I haven't
yeah.
found any.
I mean, yeah. Right now we're good. I'm
I mean,
sure
that could
there's
be
things
changed
out there.
for somebody
Yes.
else. That's what I guess maybe you misunderstood what I meant.
No, I mean, I think if we had like a lot of negative things happening, like bang, 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 it might be like, I'm kind of tired of this. I'm gonna go back. But I mean, God bless, that we are good right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a favorite place that we've been to so far?
Probably not a favorite place, but I do like being out in nature more. Um, this is a nice RV park. I mean, as you can tell, we have a lot
Yeah.
of green grass behind us, but in the trailers.
Yeah, there's a big lake back there. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys can see that, and you probably see like an iceberg floating around back there somewhere. Kind
So,
of looks like the top of it there.
Yeah, so this is a nice RV park, but I like the state parks or BLM land.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more quiet, a little bit more tranquil, and a lot more places to go and do your own thing and not have people walking through your RV site.
I know one of my favorite places that I can't wait to get back to is Deer Creek Lake up in Utah.
Yeah.
That was
Be nice to
probably
camp out front.
yeah, that was a very beautiful place right there. And I think one of the places I like to get back to is Aspen, Colorado.
Yeah.
That was a nice place.
Maybe stay there a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit longer than what we got a chance to do last time.
Yeah.
Very pretty place there. Let's see here.
Yeah, let us know of your favorite places.
Yeah.
We'll just throw that out.
Yeah, share it out there with anybody else, I mean, you guys might have a hidden gem that we don't know
Yeah,
about,
really.
and a lot of other people out here might be watching. So throw that in the comments. But I think there was one little campground that we went to. This is before we became full-time RVers. We were heading back from Virginia Beach.
Mm-hmm.
What was that place? Glade Creek.
Glade Creek.
Mm-hmm. It's BLM land in West Virginia. I can't remember what part of West Virginia, but look it up. It shows up on the map. Glade Creek. You could stay there for 14 days for free. They actually had bathrooms, and it was literally right on the New River. So I mean,
Definitely, yeah. If you go there, I definitely would check it out beforehand because it was kind of questionable driving in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're going to go back in there a ways before you actually get back to the actual campground there. But it's a nice, I don't know, it's about 4 miles back in there. We started questioning if we were going into a place where we shouldn't have been. We got visitors. We got a new puppy from the next door here. He come to visit. But yeah, we like Glade Creek. That was one of those little hidden gems that we never even knew about, and then we just kind of found it by accident. But as far as like full-time RV life and the travel aspect, I mean, it's been a kind of a wicked ride, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, wicked in a good way. I mean, it's been, the sheer excitement, I think, of pulling into new places is just, I don't know. I can't really find the words to describe that. Our camera's picking up light and dark
Sun's
spots
going
here.
down, yeah.
Yeah, so apologize for the light and darkness here. I think that's probably going to end up in the video here. But what else? Where are one of your other favorite places?
Trying to think. We've been to so many.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, we have been to, like, if you think about the majority of campgrounds there are in the world, or in the United States, we've been into a very few,
yeah.
Or even just camping spots.
Yeah, and we've been full-time going on 3 years.
And we camped before then, too. So.
Yeah, and we camped a lot before that. And, beginning to scratch the bottom of the, the top of the surface there.
Yeah.
I guess.
We're not doing the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, we're not doing the bottom of the barrel. We haven't made it
Not
that far yet. But I mean, there's still so much for us to discover out here, and there's so many more people that we're going to be happy to meet going across the country here. I mean, it's just been.
Yeah, that's another thing I really enjoy is the discovery.
Yeah.
Finding places that you never knew of, or campgrounds you never been to.
Mm-hmm.
Just the hidden things that you just never knew.
I mean, there's like so many places I like to get back to. Like, I like to go back to downtown. What was Greenville? Was it Greenville that had the inner park downtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get back
Greenville,
down
South
there.
Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. I like to go back down there to the downtown area there because they got a nice little like falls and suspension bridge.
And obviously, we did not explore it well enough because Les Junkmore Journey went to that hamburger and ice cream shop that we obviously missed. And we walked around down there for a while. Let me tell you, we checking it out.
Yeah, so we were down there for a long time. So I think that's one of the spots as far as a little hidden gem that like Glade Creek. For an inner city thing, it's pretty cool to go check out.
The suspension bridge, I don't know if I'll go across again. I almost passed
she wasn't
out.
too fond of that right there. But they had
if you're afraid of heights, it moves, so it makes you a little wobbly.
Mm-hmm. And I think one of our other places that I liked real well was Quartzite.
Yeah.
Quartzite was cool. I mean, there's not a whole lot to do besides hang out in the desert. If you got some off-road toys and stuff like that. But I think it was the experience of being that far out in the middle of no man's land, kind of. But I think as far as this last season that we were out west, Superstition Mountain out in Arizona, I think outside of Apache Junction, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite places to camp when we were over in Arizona. So, yeah. Apache Junction and Tortilla Flats. I wish we could have got a little further than Tortilla. I can't speak. Tortilla Flats outside of the canyon going up, past Superstition Mountain. I think they had some road work and some flooding or something up there. Anyway.
I think it was going to be closed for a long time, they said.
One of my favorite things about Tortilla Flats, though, is that maple-infused butter pecan ice cream. It was like $7 a dip, but...
That's the theme for today.
That was good. That was very good, very good.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my favorite places in Arizona. Those are a couple of my favorite places in Arizona.
I think the thing I enjoy about camping on BLM land, it kind of makes you feel proud of yourself because, you're not living off of stuff that's given to you, like water and electric and all that. You're pretty much doing it yourself.
You have to do it like Lincoln did it.
So
the pioneers, with a candle.
If you can make it a couple of days and you feel good, and if you can make it a couple of weeks, you're doing. Yeah, you're doing really well.
I think going off grid and BLM and just getting back to boondocking out in nature is one of those things that if you can get out there and successfully get out there and come back in one piece with a sense of accomplishment that you were able to do it. And a lot of people are in fear about going out in places like that.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah, because there's, not like...
It's the unknown.
It's definitely the unknown. And that's one of the things about full-time RV life, It's kind of unknown. I mean, you can plan the best you want, but at the end of the day, as you're going down the road, you don't know what's going to happen. That's the adventure of being a full-time RVer.
Or life in general.
Yeah, in life in general, yeah. But, well, it's certain. But, I mean, a lot of people just, when they're sitting there sticking brick, it's the same routine every day. But for full-time RVers, it's not the same. Unless you're stuck like we are right at the moment because of all the crap going on in the world.
Yeah.
And, I think I was thinking there probably wasn't going to be a whole lot of RVers out this year.
Oh, but it's crazy.
At first, but it's gotten really crazy. So we were kind of thinking to ourselves, it might be harder for full-time RVers this year to actually get out and find not a lot of especially hot spots because a lot of people being off work, people going out and rushing to buy RVs because RV sales are actually up right now, which is shocking. I did not expect that after everything going on.
Right.
We were actually looking.
Understandable.
We were actually thinking about, wait, man, prices might go down. We might go get us a hell of a deal on a brand new rig. But with all that going on, I think I think we're going to stay more sedentary this season here.
Yeah.
Not sure how long we're going to stay, but I think we're going to be more sedentary this year, or this season here, this summer here. But I think what we're going to do is just kind of save a little bit of cash. That way we can actually
make plans. I think for the
winter.
I
think we're going to make some good plans, and I think everybody's going to be a little surprised on where the bones are going to end up this summer. Or not this summer. Well, our summer is RVers, when we go and chase the nice weather, But I honestly, everybody keeps always asking, do you guys really like being in a full-time RV lifestyle? I absolutely can honestly look somebody in the eye and say, I absolutely love living this way.
I get it all the time as a female. I think people, I guess they think it's okay or understandable that a man loves it, but they always question the woman, like, do you really like it? I'm like, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. It went from first, when we first told everybody we were going to go full time, as why on earth would you guys do that? That is so stupid. Why? But I think slowly, as they've been kind of following our journey, they've been noticing, oh wow, you guys suck. You guys are actually grabbing life by the proverbial horns and doing what you want, and they're actually, I think, starting to be a little envious and maybe just even a little bit jealous that we've been to a lot of these places where they've always said one day they'd like to go. And I guess my thing is, talking candidly about full-time RV life, it's a great lifestyle and you shouldn't feel ashamed about it.
Nope.
If you've ever wanted to live life on your own terms, this is a great way to do that. And it's got its own set of rules out here. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you gotta, definitely got to plan somewhat. You definitely got to plan where you're going to dump your tanks, where you're going to get fresh water, where you're going to park. But once you start watching some of our videos, other people's videos out here, we pretty much, I think the RV community in general, even if they're not on YouTube, if you ask another RVer, they can tell you some spots across the country where it's safe to park and camp.
Right.
That's the great thing about the nomadic lifestyle and the nomadic community.
Yeah.
Is we all kind of forge together and we'll tell each other, information that we know. And that's, I think there's more of a sense of community since we've been full-time RV than it ever was when we lived in a stick and brick. Maybe talk to one or two of your neighbors. But here, when you're out here doing this, you talk to a neighbor that you've never met, and you probably spend more time chit-chatting with them than you had your neighbor that you lived next door to for 15 years.
Yep.
So, I mean...
Yep, and I found that even with my anxiety about talking to people, or, being around people, that I'm actually around more people now than I ever was before.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out the greatest information from people that are from the area that are camping.
Yeah.
Like where to go, places to go eat, places to go and camp.
Mm-hmm.
Where to stay away from.
Exactly. And one of the strangest things about when you're at a campground and you're RVing is, and I've asked a few other RVers, everybody reads the license plates to see where everybody's from.
I'm a big...
And, so people always ask questions. Where are you from? What part of this, state, or what, like we have Ohio tags. What part of Ohio? And the same thing, like, what part of Pennsylvania? What part of Texas? Even though there's more RVers, they might be from Ohio, but technically they live in Texas and places like that. So a lot of people, do those kind of things. But it's great, like Jill said, because you kind of meet the locals when you're in a smaller area and you're camping there, and you guys, they can tell you a lot of these things, places that you should really go see, hidden gems that you would have never known because nobody else, unless somebody actually says, hey guys, you got to go check this out. You're not going to, you might never find it. But I think there's the great benefits to living full-time RV.
Yeah, don't let anything stop you.
No.
I mean, obviously there's always going to be something, health issues, money.
Money? What's that? Didn't you know all RVers are a burden on society? We don't pull our own weight. We don't
We're
work.
homeless.
We don't work. We poop in a field and all that kind of stuff. Oh, you know what? And the best thing, y'all got a bathroom?
Where do you sleep?
Where you sleep? You got a bed in there? No, I'm just pulling around, 30-some foot freaking RV here with just an empty box, man. I got a couple of t-shirts in there, maybe a couple pairs of underwear. But
How
unfortunately,
true is that?
I guess in a sense, you do only have a few shirts and a few underwear, But you do the laundry a lot. You do the laundry a lot
He's
more.
breaking the chair.
No, not breaking the chair. The adjustment just fell down.
But
But
the first chair we broke today.
anyway, guys, I see we're starting to run a little bit long. So let us know what you guys' thoughts and
sun's
hopes
going
are
away.
about becoming possible, full-time RVers.
Yeah, if you have any questions, definitely
please
ask.
leave it in the comments, and we're happy to help. And if not,
if we can't help, I'm sure.
yeah, somebody else in the Rolling with the Bowling community here would be probably
Yeah.
have some of the best knowledge. I mean, I thought I was knowledgeable about things, but I've actually had viewers actually tell me a lot of good things too. So look forward to hearing from you guys, and we'll talk to you down the road. Bye now.